LA County's progressive DA George Gascon under fire once again for soft on crime policies, this time surrounding a child molester serving only 2 years in a juvenile facility. And that's because at the time of the attack in 2014, he was just 2 weeks from turning 18. And that inmate, who is now a transgender woman, is charged with first-degree murder in a separate case. Let's bring in Eric Siddall, Vice President of Los Angeles County Association of Deputy District Attorneys. Eric, this case brought a lot of attention because remember we had the tapes of her calling her father and saying, George Gascon, got to get me out of this. Now that we have this new development, what do you make of it?
Well, good morning. Nothing that's happened in this case should be surprising because when you have a district attorney like George Gascon, who only represents the interest of defendants and criminals, this is what's going to happen. People like Tubbs are going to get the minimal treatment by Los Angeles County. And basically, we have to rely on real law enforcement agencies like Kern County's district attorney to actually handle these types of cases. When you have the fox guarding the chicken house or the chicken coop, why are you shocked when the chickens are all murdered? And that's really what we have right now. We have a district attorney who purposely represents the defendants. Well, the defendants already have a defense lawyer. They don't need a prosecutor also representing them.
I thought this was pretty interesting. This is Shay Sana, the original prosecutor of the Tubbs molestation case, said very rarely is Tubbs in compliance with anything. The Gascon administration is like a second defense attorney. There's 2 defense attorneys in the room right now, and there's nobody representing the victim and public safety. I'm assuming you agree with that.
100%. I mean, look, we, in our adversarial system, we have a prosecutor and we have a defense lawyer. My father was a public defender, so I honor, respect the defense side. I think it's important, but you need to have a prosecutor in the room that's actually defending public interests, public safety, and defending the rights of victims. And really, we don't have that right now in Los Angeles.
Also, tell me a little bit more about this case, because it's interesting. There's a case against Akira Keishel Smith, accused of murdering her 4-year-old daughter, facing a 25-year sentence due to the state's 3 strikes law. But as I understand it, Gascon is trying to take 2 of the previous strikes and make them misdemeanors, which would mean, I guess, there wouldn't be 3 strikes?
Well, so that's the other issue that's been going on right now. Not only do we have the George Gascon protecting defendants and not holding them accountable, he's refusing to follow the laws of the state of California. Our association, the Association of Deputy District Attorneys, actually had to go to court to force him to do his job to enforce the laws of the state of California. 3 strikes is a very popular law. It was passed in 1994. It was again reaffirmed in 2012, and he refuses to follow that public policy. And again, we shouldn't be surprised. He's a defense lawyer. He surrounds himself by radical public defenders. They write his policy. So again, nothing that is happening in Los Angeles is shocking, because really what is happening in LA is what's supposed to be happening when you have a defense lawyer who's running the largest prosecutorial agency in the United States.
Yeah, it was fascinating and worrisome. I remember when 3 strikes was passed and then reaffirmed, as you said, in 2012, and he's not paying attention to that. Thank you so much, Eric. Good to see you on a beautiful morning there in California.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.